Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff. It has been 5 months exactly to the day since my last alcoholic beverage, and people keep telling me that they would like for me to continue these update videos. So why not? Let's talk about what the 5th month has been like on the journey. And I think I'll call this one something along the lines of turning the corner, because that's what I feel like has happened in this last month. Let's get into it. It'll probably be a short one, because I don't have a ton to say, but everything I have to say I think is good. Go on. So what do I mean when I say that I've turned a corner? Well, it's kind of hard to explain, honestly. What I don't mean is that everything's better and the world is full of rainbows and puppies. That's not at all what I'm saying. The pull is absolutely still there, but the pull is different. And I'll try to explain what I mean by that. I've found myself this past month, when I thought about drinking, the thought was not, I really want to stop for a case of beer on the way home. The thought had become, this is the type of day when I used to stop for a case of beer on the way home. And that's a subtle difference, but I think it's important. So what has happened is my recognition for wanting to drink has turned into the past tense in a way. It isn't, oh my God, I really want to drink. It's, oh my God, I used to have really, what am I trying to say? The thought process has gone from don't pull in, don't pull in, don't pull in. It's gone from that to, man, you definitely used to would have pulled in. And that's a significant change. Instead of almost pulling in, I still think about the fact that I would have pulled in, but I don't have to fight my hands from turning the wheel anymore. And that's significant for me. So yay me. It's a subtle change. I still think about it probably as often, but I think about it more in the past tense than as a current struggle, which some of you are probably already typing, don't let yourself think about it like that, because that's a path back to relapse or whatever. And like, yes, you're absolutely true. I do need to remain diligent and focused on the primary objective here, which is to not drink. And I do have to recognize when my brain is playing tricks, which it may be doing. But I feel like I've turned a corner in terms of the way my brain approaches the thought of drinking, if that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, let me know, and I'll try to explain it better in typing down in the comments. But that's kind of the significance of month 5 for me, is that mindset has shifted in, I don't think, an insignificant way. The question that people keep asking me when they do have a specific question about how it's going, it's usually phrased in a way that is along the lines of, are you happier? And I had to think about that quite a few times when I was asked, because my first thought is, I don't know. I don't actually know if I'm any happier, because I don't consciously feel better. But I turned it into math. I turned it into math because I wanted to sort of quantify happy in terms of whether or not I'm happier. And so I did a quick math equation. Let me just walk you through this. When I was drinking, the reason that this is a hard question to answer is I used to be happier sometimes than I am now. But I used to also be much more unhappy sometimes than I am now. So the way that I'm looking at it is over the course of a month back when I was drinking, there were about 5 days a month where I was happy at about an 8. I was 8 out of 10 happy about 5 days a month, give or take. Sometimes it was 9s, and that was, but on average, I would say about 5 days a month, I was riding at about an 8, which is pretty damn happy. But there were also probably about 10 days a month where I was down around a 2 or 3. So I'm going to say 10 days a month was about a 2.5. 5 days a month was about an 8. And the rest of the 15-ish days in a month, I'm going to do a 30-day month. The rest of the 15 days of the month, I pretty much sailed at an even 5. Like my life was, like the happiness level was kind of like meh. So 15 days at a 5, 5 days at an 8, and 10 days at about a 2.5. So you math that out, and that's 140 happies over the course of a month. These days, there are not, I have not been to an 8 in the last 5 months. I have not been 8 happy any given day. But I've also not been at a 2 or a 3. These days, I'm pretty much even keel 6. 6 out of 10 every day, 30 days a month on average. Sometimes I get up to a 7. Sometimes it goes down to a 5, a little bit below. I mean, yeah, we have, it goes up and down a little bit, but it doesn't go up and down like it did. So over the course of a month, I am at 180 happies right now. And I used to be at about 140 happies in a month. So I'm 40 happier these days than I used to be. And that quantitatively is a higher number. So yes, the answer is yes, I am happier now. That's the only way that I can do it. But like I said, I don't feel happier because I absolutely do miss those 8s and 9s. I really do. I miss feeling that happy. But man, I really don't miss the 2s and 3s and 1s. The 1s and 2s, if I never have another 1 or a 2, that's enough for me, honestly. So yes, overall I'm happier, but it doesn't feel that way because I do miss those 8s and 9s. And that's about it. That's all for this update. My mindset has shifted, in a positive way, I think. And overall, according to math, I am happier. So that's it for this one. We'll see you next month, hopefully, for a 6-month update. I'm going to take it one day at a time and not count my chickens before they're at the bank or whatever it is that cliche says. Like a fox. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thank you once again, everybody, for caring and for your wonderful, wonderful support along the way. Anytime I'm having a day, I can go to the comment section on any of these videos and immediately feel better. So, thank you. Bye for now. All right. Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff. People keep telling me that they would like to see these updates, so 5 months since my last drink as of today. Well, as of tomorrow for me, today for you. Hopefully this gets up tomorrow. Let's talk about what month 5 looked like in relation to the rest of them. Let's talk about the 5th month of... Let's, it's not anything let's, it's I am going to. Let us is not, we are not going to talk. Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff. People are telling me that they would like for me to continue these updates. So as long as I have something to say, I'll say it. It doesn't take much effort at all to just sit down and have a little chat-ski with you. A little chat-ski. Chat-ski. That's what I'm going to do. Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff. It has officially been 5 months since my last alcoholic beverage, and people keep telling me that they'd like to keep hearing from me about how this is going. So let's talk about the 5th month of things. Think the 5th month of things? That's... Okay, so what do I mean when I say that I've turned a corner? I'm absolutely not saying that, like, I have won, or like that everything's better, because it's not. The struggle is still there. The pain is the wrong way to say it. The pull, I guess, the pull is still absolutely there, but the pull is different. And so what is it that I mean by that? What is it that I mean by that? Figure out what you mean by that before you start talking, maybe. How are you going to say what you're trying to say? Okay, so what do I mean when I say that I've turned a corner? I absolutely do not mean that, like, yay, I'm all better. I'm not an alcoholic anymore. Or I'm not saying that life is all rainbows and snowflakes. Rainbows and snowflakes? Bunnies and puppies and lollipops.